Count.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And the West All-Stars have possession. Now let's check out the start. Starters for the East All-Stars. Anthony is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Paul George. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. Here's Wade. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Wade's got the game going here with the first basket for the East All-Stars. That'll be a 5-second call.
East ball.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Offensive rebound. James dishes to Lowry. Anthony, no one around. Drops in the tray.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
And it's Bryant in the corner. That one's good from the corner. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Anthony with it. Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
Lowry kicks to Anthony. Nice work there coming off the screen. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
You can't afford
a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Curry's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's blocked by Curry, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. It's a three-point game. Wade passes to LeBron. To the middle. Here's Lowry. And they're running. Here's Curry. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. The West All-Stars on D. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
West All-Stars still look like they're getting going. It's Curry with the drive. Fires it up. Westbrook dishes to Leonard. Now Curry. Kobe kicks to Curry. And stolen by James. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Thompson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And the second free throw, good. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
Leaps for it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Green, he's checked in for the West. Paul comes in for Curry, and these All-Stars also making a switch. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for George. It's stolen by Lowry. Wade from outside. Butler passes to Anthony. The three from LeBron. The West All-Stars pull it in. Durant attacking. Now the pass to Green from outside the arc. No good. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
So for the West, DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Durant, and it's LaMarcus Aldridge in for Kobe. A big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for James. Wash comes in for Anthony. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And stolen by Drummond. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Bosh. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Shots good from Butler.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Poke loose. The drive by Paul. And it's set back by Bosh. DeRozan against Paul. Bosh kicks to Thomas. Unloads. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Thompson with the bucket.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Thomas goes in. Three-pointer. Butler. Butler missing again.
Take a shot like that, but not on that possession.
Well, when would the times be, partner? Well, I'll get back to you later. The only excuse for a shot like that is if you're trying to beat the buzzer. That's the only time you can justify.
How's that one?
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
.29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Fires the three. That doesn't go either for Butler.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Thompson outside. There's the triple. And he gets the bucket. Thompson's got 8 points. 11 seconds left in the first quarter. Thomas kicks to Bosh. Passes it to Drummond. And the rejection by Cousins. No one near Drummond as he lets it go. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going back to the footage and making absolutely certain.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take so far on what the East All-Stars are doing?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And so in the game for the East All-Stars, all out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Paul George. And it's LeBron James. And it's Millsap in at the power forward. Now Leonard. Paul George missing from long range. Davis with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Harden. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Harden's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the West All-Star. And here are the East All-Stars now. The shot by Wade, wide open. No good with the wing jumper.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Curry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Down low. Dwayne Wade again. And it's a 10-point East All-Star lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
Klay Thompson is checked in for Leonard. Wade's gone 3 for 5 from the field. Curry dishes to Davis. Harden kicks to Thompson. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Wall. The West All-Stars pull it in. On its way from Curry for 2. And it's Wade with the rebound. Now the East All-Stars with it. They're leading by 8.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Here's Thompson following the basket by John Wall.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Goes up. Whoa!
Good. Woo. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And here's the fast break. Wade. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Wade's got 9 points.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym, Greg. I mean, the defense looks like they're ready for a break.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the East. Lowry comes in for John Wall. Now, here's Wade. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Shot to stop the run. No luck. Good work defensively by Anthony. Now the East All-Stars with it. They grab their own miss. Tries again. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. And so here are the West All-Stars. Trailing by 17. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Durant. Bryant comes in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Steph Curry. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Cousins pulls it in. And it's the West All-Stars ball. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And here are the East All-Stars. They're on a 13-4 run. LeBron passes to Millsap. Deep 2 from Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Westbrook kicks to Thompson. Westbrook dishes to Cousins. Back to Westbrook. Clock at 4. Thompson outside from deep three-point range, and it's Thompson again missing. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed. And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Aldridge comes in for Anthony Davis, and it's Paul in for Thompson. A big group substitution here for the East. Drummond's checked in for LeBron. Wash comes in for Paul Millsap. Butler, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. Here's DeRozan. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. To the middle, deflects the pass, and stolen by Aldridge. Westbrook kicks to Kobe. Westbrook with it. Now Thomas defending. Back to Aldridge. Paul passes to Kobe. Off target with his three.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defenders.
Good.
The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
And you need the defense to stop the bleeding.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
The kick out to Bosh. Outside Thomas. Over Paul. And so a pretty lopsided game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. That does it for halftime, as the game is just about set to get going again. We send you back to Kevin Harlan and crew for the third quarter.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Kobe is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Durant. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Curry in at the 1 spot. From deep, James can't get it to go. Durant with some nice deep. Leonard kicks to Westbrook. The step back jumper is good. Westbrook's got 6.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw this game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And here comes the break. Here's James, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc. And boy, are they taking advantage.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
So for the West, Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Leonard. Thompson comes in for Bryant. And it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Paul George. Now here's Curry. Outside, Davis. Paul kicks to Thompson. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 14 points.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
To the middle. Here's Wade. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for them here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one. Yeah, but they're 3 or 4 to start the second half.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Lowry's got his first points in this one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point.
Kicks to LeBron. 3-pointer, Butler. Kept alive. Wade dishes to LeBron. On target from 13 feet. LeBron's got 9.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Curry, here we go. It's stolen by Wade. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. But they'll get another chance. Anthony with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. The West All-Stars with the ball. Davis, the pass to Durant. That's good.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Curry, and then for the East, Drummond's checked in for James. Millsap comes in for Dwayne Wade. And John Wall subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Wall. Butler kicks to Wall. Out to the wing. Drummond dishes to Wall. Anthony in the corner. Off target with his 3. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or 2, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Paul. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Pulls up from the corner. And it's Davis missing.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And here's Harden following the 3-pointer by John Wall. A shot by Harden, wide open. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Hits it from 3-point range. Wall's got 8 points.
That's 2 straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Paul. 6 points for Kevin Durant. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Anthony's shot is off.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And now Wall running the floor all by himself. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Durant. Aldridge comes in for Davis. Leonard, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Paul. A big group substitution here for the East. Chris Bosh is checked in for Andre Drummond. Paul George comes in for Carmelo Anthony. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Butler. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. Ryan, he's checked in for the West. Thomas passes to George. Outside Thomas, the feed to George. Back to Thomas. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his third rebound on the night. Cousins with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Bryant drives in. Left side Westbrook. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Nobody near George. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
George has gone 3 of 6 from the floor. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Two on none. No one back to stop this. That's good.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. The shot no good. Excellent D from Thomas. That will count. And no good trying to get that. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's West now. On the floor for the East All-Stars, starting the fourth. Andre Drummond is out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Paul George. And it's DeRozan in at the shooting guard. Now here's Curry. Bank shot. No good. Drummond working against Bryant. And Drummond kicks to George. Bosh dishes to DeRozan. Here's Drummond. Off target with his three. Drummond's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Curry passes to Bryant. He dishes it to Cousins. To the middle, Paul George with the steal. And oh, here we go, DeRozan, nobody back. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Thomas got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the East All-Stars. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
Green, he's checked in for the West. Harden comes in for Kobe. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the East. Wall comes in for Isaiah Thomas. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Wade, he's checked in for the East. Here's Paul, and it's sent back by Drummond. And they'll keep possession. Leonard, no luck.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them.
Now Green, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range. Here's Wall, outside Bosh, to the inside. Wade, good, and it's Bosh picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for Wade.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Wall, no luck. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Ahead, here's Harden. Finished off the break.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Green against Bosch. Stolen by Bosch. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
All up top, covered by Wall. Paul outside. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's on Chris Bosh.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Davis is checked in for Leonard. The East also changing it up. Anthony's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Lowry in for Dwayne Wade. Anthony dishes to Bosh. Fires the three. The drive by Green. Wall with some nice defense.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Anthony's shot is off.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Paul with the ball. Lowry picks him up. And Green with the basket on the assist by Paul. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Aldridge. From deep, Harden. Cannot hit. Wall with some nice defense.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him. Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
The Harden. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And some changes here for the West All-Stars. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Aldridge. Kobe comes in for Davis. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Paul. A big group substitution here for the East. James checked in for Drummond. Millsap comes in for Chris Bosh. George is checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's DeRozan in for John Wall.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the East All-Stars.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Dwayne Wade. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the East. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. And the first one at the line is good.
West All-Stars, Russell Westbrook.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's Lowry. To the paint. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And DeRozan kicks to George. Bosh passes to George. And he gets it to go.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Now here's Westbrook. Lowry with the block. The three from George. And that one's good.
Paul George.
And the West All-Stars have possession. The three from Harden. The rebound by Paul George.
Not good good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Dwayne Wade.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.